Okay, let's move to competitive forces. So these are the examples of competitive forces, but okay. What is competitive intelligence? Formally, it is formally defined by the Society of Competitive Intelligence Professionals. It is thou a systematic and ethical process of gathering and analyzing information about the competition's activities and general business trends to further a business own goals. Okay, so are you familiar with Kadenang Ginto? So, Kadenang Ginto is a drama na I think pinapalabas pa rin siya ngayon during weekends. So, it is a good example siya ng competitive intelligence. 'Di ba napapansin niyo si Daniela at saka si Romina Mondragon? Hello? Kindly turn off muna yung mic medyo okay, okay na. Thank you. So, okay. So, si Romina at saka si Daniela. 'Di ba napansin niyo yung Romina sardines na sumulpot na ginawa ni Romina? Tapos yung kay Daniela naman, yung Camila Sardines. 'Di ba napapansin nyo, pag nagme-meeting sila, meron silang pinapakitang trends kung sino na ba yung mas lamang sa kanilang dalawa. Nung una, yung Camila Sardines yung nasa top. But then, yung Romina Sardines is nasa pangalawa na. Before, nasa baba pa siya until naging pangalawa na. Tapos until na naunahan na niya yung Camila Sardines. So napapansin nyo, pinapakita doon yung mga charts, yung mga trends about sa competition because they are on the same industry. So it is part of competitive intelligence. Market commonality. It is the number and significance of markets that a firm competes in with rivals. Number and significance of markets. So like for example, yung wag na tayong lumayo, yung Jollibee at McDonald's. So they have the same market because their product offers the same services. So meron silang mga fast food chain, 'di ba? Meron silang mga food na burgers, spaghetti. So basically, yung market nila are children. Pero syempre, pag merong gathering yung pamilya, tapos tanungin yung bata kung saan ba tayo kakain. Usually dito sa Pilipinas, I don't know, in my locality or in our city, usually sasabihin sa Jollibee, 'di ba? Pero ngayon, meron nang naghahanap ng McDonald's. Pero I think they're just parang for me it's just they're just equal. Pero I think dito because Philippines, Jollibee yung gumawa ng, taga Philippines yung gumawa ng Jollibee. So ayun, I think more on Jollibee talaga yung sasabihin ng mga bata. But then, their target market are mostly children. Pero ngayon, parang gumagawa na rin sila ng mga TV ads about mga lovers na nagdi-date sa Jollibee, etc. So they have almost the same market. Resource similarity, the extent to which the type and amount of a firm's internal resources are comparable to a rival. Okay, so internal resources, these are the yung mga suppliers nila, kung saan sila, or yung mga hinahire nilang employees, kung sino ba, kung from which university ba sila usually nag-hire, kung anong courses ba yung hinahire nila, etc. Kung anong mga resources, kung saan sila kumukuha. So they are, it is what we call the resource similarity between two competing organization. Okay. So we have here 7 characteristics that describe the most competitive companies. Basahin ko na lang class because it is self-explanatory, but then I'm gonna add on some bits of explanation. Market share matters. The 90th share point isn't as important as the 91st, and nothing is more dangerous than falling to 89. Okay, so di ba ang target ng Camila Sardines is to be the top? Kung maging pangalawa sila, hindi na siya the same as being the top. So, yan lang po yung sinasabi ng number 1. Understand and remember precisely what business you are in. So, kung sa Camila Sardines, they are selling mga sardinas, di ba? So, they should know kung what type of industry they are in. So, kung mayroong news about the industry, kung mayroong new legal impact yun sa kanila, then they should be aware of that. Third one, whether it's broke or not, fix it. Make it better, not just products, but the whole company if necessary. Okay, magandang example talaga yung Camila Sardines because 'di ba nagkaroon ng issue sa kanilang empleyado. There were some employees who were not satisfied with the benefits that they are receiving. So if these problems are not immediately fixed, then it will escalate. Baka magsumbong sila sa Department of Labor and Employment, DOLE. So kung mag-complain sila sa DOLE, then the company will be at stake kasi magkakaroon sila ng bad publicity. Bad publicity means lesser sales. So I think syempre maapektuhan. Sabihin natin na hindi maganda yung treatment ng company niyan sa mga empleyado nila. So ban natin 'yan kasi hindi naman nabibigyan ng magandang benefit yung empleyado nila. So ayun, hindi nabibili yung mga customers. Another one is innovate or evaporate. Dapat mag-adapt ka to the changing technology. Dapat magkaroon ka ng creativity to innovate or sumabay sa trend or might as well make the trend. Or if not, then maglalaho na lang, evaporate. Especially, sabi ng book natin, particularly in technology-driven businesses. Nothing quite recedes like success. Yes. So, ayun. One example for that is the Nokia. So, Nokia company because before, di ba, hindi natin may pagkakaila na ang Nokia, yan yung very, very widely known na mobile phone. So, mobile phone brand. So, ayun. Even when I was still in elementary, I've known Nokia for quite some time already. So, yung mga keypad na phones, they are very well known of that. But then, here comes Android, here comes iOS. Biglang hindi na naging known yung Nokia. So, instead of sticking to our old ways, we should learn how to innovate. So, why not be makipag partnership with this OS para makasabay siya sa market. So I think they are doing that now. I'm not quite sure of that, pero may ginagawa sila. Okay, next one is acquisition is essential to growth. The most successful purchases are in niches that add a technology or a related market. So ayun, sabi ko na nga yung sa mobile phone industry, instead na mag-stick sila sa old OS nila, which is hindi naman masyadong tinatangkilik ng mga tao na ngayon. So they should have partnership with another that could provide an OS that would be trendy or makakasabay sila sa current technology. So, okay. Next one is number 6. People make a difference. Okay. Tired of hearing it? Too bad. Yes. People really make a difference. So that's why, 'di ba yung mga empleyado is one of the composition of an organization. That's why if you treat your employees good, then the company will perform its best. Because sabi nga, people make a difference, 'di ba? Yung example doon is yung kay Romina Sardines because Romina treats her employees good. That's why yung company nila naging top selling. So, ayun. And then also, sa customer side naman, if we have customers that are complaining, we should attend to it and alamin natin kung anong kino-complain nila, then make some uh, arrangements or make something or do something that could make up for that. Okay? So next one is, there is no substitute for quality and no greater threat than failing to be competitive on a global basis. So ayun. So if we are a business which is producing goods, so better i-prioritize natin ang quality. Kasi pag may mag-complain din ng mga customers na, ay, ang mahal ng bili ko nito, pero kaagad lang naman nasira. Sino masisira talaga? Yung company natin as a whole. Okay. Okay, so I have here an example of the US competitors in 4 different industries. So kindly read na lang. I think you already have the copy of our handout. Yung Pepsi-Cola, ano pa ba? Cola-Cola, Coca-Cola, Molson Coors Brewing, etc. So makikita nyo yung difference ng different companies na to sa beverages. Pharmaceuticals naman, Johnson& Johnson, Pfizer, etc. Okay? You can just look at your handouts para makita ninyo. Okay. So we have also here the Porter's 5 forces model of competitive analysis. So, okay. Rivalry among competing firms, potential development of substitute products, bargaining power of suppliers, and then the bargaining power of consumers, and also the potential entry of new competitors. Okay. Rivalry among competing firms, just like yung example natin kanina, yung Romina and Camila Sardines. Okay? Their strategies pursued by one firm can be successful only to the extent that they provide competitive advantage over the strategies pursued by rival firms. Okay? Just like yung lowering of prices, babaan natin yung presyo nito para maka-attract tayo ng more customers, or gawan natin ng mas magandang quality yung ating product, or sa mobile phone naman, adding features, increase in memory, internal memory, or increase in megapixels, yung makakapag-zoom na kahit nasa malayo ka, makikita yung pimples mo. So it's one of the type of additional features that mobile phone industry could do, providing services, extending warranties, and increasing advertising. So, ayun. Next one is potential entry of new competitors. So, baka magkaroon ng bagong kakompetensya, just like yung sa mobile phone industry again. Di ba dati Nokia, yan yung may malaking market share before. Di natin napansin, dumating pala si Samsung. So, ayun. There are barriers to entry, but then baka mayroong additional services silang ino-offer, that's why hindi sila ganun mahirapan, okay? Okay. Whenever new firms can easily enter a particular industry, the intensity of competitiveness among firms increases. Barriers to entry, however, can include the need to gain economies of scale quickly, the need to gain technology and specialized know-how, the lack of experience, strong customer loyalty. Okay, yung advantage sana no Nokia nun is yung strong customer loyalty, because dati when I was a user of Nokia phone, sabi ko kahit meron pang bagong mobile phone, because I know Nokia is a good phone na mayroong uh, uh, good quality na kahit mahulog siya ng maraming beses, i-tape mo lang, etc., gagana pa yon. So, ayun, I was very loyal to that company before. So, sayang nga lang, hindi sila masyadong nag-innovate. But then, I'm looking forward in the future, baka dumating ulit siya. Okay. Strong brand preferences, ayun, yun nga sinabi ko. Large capital requirements, baka yung bagong business na yun, maliit pa yung kanyang capital. So, mahirapan siyang makapenetrate ng market. So, possession of patents, undesirable collocations, etc., etc. Okay. Potential development of substitute products. Competitive pressures arising from substitute products increase as the relative price of substitute products declines and as consumers' switching costs decrease. The competitive strength of substitute products is best measured by the inroads into the market share those products obtain, as well as those firms' plans for increased capacity and market penetration. Okay, sabihin na lang natin merong mobile phone. Tapos, meron siyang magandang quality, tapos mahal siya. Tapos, merong isang company na gumawa ng mobile phone with the same specs, but then lower price, pero meron lang minimal na difference pala ng specs. Like, ito yung mahal is meron siyang 500 na megapixel. Yung isa naman, meron lang siyang 250 na megapixel. Pero okay na yung camera niya. Pwede na. So, instead na bumili ako ng mahal, bibili na lang ako nito. So, ayun, potential development of substitute products. So, it could impact yung company na merong higher na price but then mas magandang specs. Kung hindi man ma-afford, edi yung substitute na lang. Okay? So next one is the bargaining power of suppliers. In more and more industries, sellers are forging strategic partnership with selected suppliers in efforts to reduce inventory and logistics cost through just-in-time deliveries, speed the availability of next-generation components, enhance the quality of the parts and components being supplied, and reduce defect rates, and squeeze out important cost savings for both themselves and their suppliers. Okay. So, example dito, yung sa Shopee or sa Lazada, para mas madali yung delivery nila, nakikipag-partnership sila sa yung Shopee, nakikipag-partnership sa Ninja Van, JNT. Yung Lazada naman, nakikipag-partnership din sa Ninja Van, I think. Oo. At saka sa Entrego, etc. So, ayun. Bargaining powers naman of consumers. The bargaining powers of consumers can be the most important force affecting competitive advantage. Okay. Ayun, nasabi ko na kanina, they can inexpensively switch to competing brands or substitutes if they are particularly important to the seller, if sellers are struggling in the face of failing consumer demand, kung hindi nila ma-meet yung demand ng mga consumer nila. Tapos, if they are informed about sellers' products, prices, and cost, if they have discretion whether when they purchase the product. So, ayun. So far, these are the 5 forces model of competitive analysis, okay? So far, yun lang po yung discussion natin for today. And I hope you have understood something about it. So, are you still there, class? Are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Good that you are listening. So that's all for today. See you soon again next meeting. Thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye.